And good morning, everyone. It's Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy, and it's Monday, the 7th of August. We are busy at work. It's 10 o'clock, and we got a special guest coming. He is bringing a very special project, which we're going to be sharing with you not only in this update video, but in a whole dedicated series to the work that's going to be going on. I'm not going to spoil the surprise until it gets here, but so far, I'm excited because we found another Sequest kit. We got one more here. Everybody's asking about it. This was lurking in the back of the inventory room. So got that. Just got back from the IPMS show last week. Jason was super busy building cylinders, and he's been busy this morning shipping orders out. And we are cleaning up the shop, getting ready for that big project that's going to be coming in. The Argonaut is going to get boxed up today or tomorrow. The crate's done for that. These are all the cylinders that Jason got done last week, so we're going to be shipping all of those. And once these go out, we're going to be caught up to like about 3 weeks out for cylinders, which is finally good stuff. Got a whole bunch of 212 kits that are getting going and making room for that big project. So that is where we're at as of right now. Oh, I wanted to share one other thing. Jason thought this was hilarious. So you can always tell we're busy because everything's all cluttered in here. We got some three foot lengths of our stainless threaded rod, and that is what they shipped it in. So it was just rattling around in the bottom of the...
Yeah, just like this, no foam in it, nothing. Just slinging back and forth.
Someone too lazy just to cut the tube down a little bit. And then the second batch came in like a 5 foot box.
The other one,
yeah, that's almost Amazon level. It wasn't Amazon, but that's almost Amazon level packaging. Nice. Tuesday morning. Got a lot done. It's coming up on 10 a.m. Sold that little Type 23 that you guys might have seen hanging out underneath our anchor over there. So that is in here. That's going to get transshipped through Austin to Australia, which is pretty cool. So we're just waiting on a receiver to get thrown into that box. And we are now going to be packing up our Argonaut. This is the shipping crate that just got delivered to us this morning. And Logan is very carefully securing all of the appendages and loose greebly bits. What's left to do on this one?
Bracing for the rudder and probably these rear...
Yeah, those little stabilizer fin thingies. Fortunately, no front diplanes that we need to worry about.
Yep.
One of the benefits of the funky diplanes. And then we got to get a whole bunch of bubble wrap. Yeah. And cylinder action going on here. Jason knocked out like all of these yesterday, so these just need to get finalized. We're building out this cylinder for somebody. And you wanted to share a tasty tidbit for people because there's a lot of cables there. There's 4 servo leads
and a power cable.
Let
me pull these out real quick.
Because he's got a secret technique to doing it without stress.
This acrylic or this tube is, what is that, ½ an inch maybe?
Yeah, on the outside.
And you've got to get all of this to go through there. Now, if you try to put them all in here at the same time, it'll never work. Trick to this, one at a time. Just get the end in there, then the next end, then the next end. Push them all in a little bit, then the next one, a little bit. Then your power cable. Just a little bit. Now if you look...
Oh, it was bundling up there.
If you look, 1, 1, 1, 1, they're all in the little line. Just give them a little push. Then when they come out the other end,
1, 2, 3.
You can honestly just
4.
pull. There you go.
got them all.
So now you got all your cables and your power cable, and now you can adjust them and cut them, you know, cut your power cable down to whatever you need.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And we're getting this all set up. So we've got the rear side here. We don't have the radio that's going to be going in here, but we're installing the pitch controller, the BLM magnetic mission switch. Got a little power distribution block action going on here. So we'll be programming the BLM, getting that all set to go for the individual, wiring up the other side, and this will be going out today.
Get everything color coded.
Yeah, we'll color code everything for him so he knows where to plug them in. And this monster was what we alluded to yesterday. Going to be wiring in all of these wire cables for LED lights throughout the entire boat. Hopefully today I'll be able to rig up this lower floor because that's all together and it's easy to route the cables and everything. The upper section is going to be a lot more problematic because it looks like this. Modules that all need to be installed one at a time, and the lights hooked together as we go. So that's going to be a lot of fun, but exciting. That's like epicness right there. I'm absolutely not riding in the back of a truck while it's moving. We're just moving the Argonaut from the front of the shop to the back of the shop. So I think it's pretty safe. That's all done. That's crated in this massive wooden shipping crate. This morning, Ken's coming back, and we're going to be basically working on the Nautilus all day. We got to knock that thing out. It's looking pretty darn awesome. Worked on the video for that this morning. That's done. Just got to shoot a little bit more. And got an update from the gentleman with the Broken 21. Let's take a look at what he's up to.
Well, as you can see, Bob, the boat arrived today. None the worse for wear this time around. I think that the amount of damage to it is really not that bad. It's certainly well within my capability, and I'll get to work on it tomorrow. But I guess we start the clock, and I'll be in touch with you. I'm looking obviously for a radio. I haven't opened up the cylinder, so I don't know if there's a an on-off switch in there or not, the remote on-off, but obviously need one of those. I need a battery, probably some weights and some water displacing foam, things of that nature. I'll be in touch with you over the course of the next 60 days, probably less than that actually, to get some of these things done. And there we are. Anyway, the clock has started, and yeah, we'll be in touch. Thanks so much. Well, Bob, here's the weekly update. It's going to have to be kind of short and sweet. My phone doesn't allow me to send very big files, so I'll try and keep this short so I can get it to you. In any event, here's the damage, the repair that is to the damage. This is what's left of the damage to the aft section. Patches on the inside to kind of give it some structural stability. The access panel, again, that kind of broke off. That's been repaired. I did away with the stainless steel screws and did a dowel system in there, which works pretty effective. The forward section did not quite line up as nicely as I would have liked, so I've got a bit of a shim in there. It's about 1 millimeter thick. That'll have to take up the space between the forward part of the tower and the hull. Forward hull is okay. The wires broke out, ripped out. There's the piece. It looks like you had hot glued it on the inside, and it ripped. But I've replaced the LED wires and covered everything in heat shrink. That's the cross member support, that white piece. I'm working on that today. We'll replace that with something a little sturdier. That just holds the activator rods in place, and it kind of broke, so we'll get that repaired. Shafts, they need to be cut, sized, and put into place. But that's it. A little bit of work on the inside of the tower. The periscopes were kind of scissoring apart, and got them braced. In any event, that's it. Like I said, I'm going to have to keep this short because it does not allow me to send big files. Anyway, we'll be in touch. Thanks ever so much. Get it closer.
Always takes 2 layers for me.
So Thursday morning, and all day yesterday we worked on this beastie, and this morning it's like 7:30 in the morning. Logan is rigging up some wires, trying to route all of this stuff so you don't see the wires when it's in there, which is challenging. There's a lot of lights in there, a lot of lights. Let's take a look what's going on up front. So we got a shipment from Florida. Apparently this was a dumpster rescue. Gentleman passed away, or no, he got too old and couldn't handle the boat, and so he was going to throw it away. And his friend saved it from the dumpster and sold it to me. So let's see. This was packaged by UPS store. These guys look like they did a good job. Let's see what's going on. Here's the tower. I'm assuming this is like a circa 1980 something. If anybody knows what that tower is geared up for, you might have an idea about what's in the big one.
Slight misfire of the gun.
The barrel's missing. Blew the barrel off. Oh, there it is. It just slips in. Or it broke off or whatever. That'll be an easy fix. Looks like it tilts. That's wood.
Is that all balsa?
I don't know if it's balsa, but it's wood of some kind. Stern looks like it made it all in one piece. The dive planes are a little. Oh no, just there you go. Just twist it.
Not a bolt.
There's a bolt that holds the top down. There we go. That'll come off.
This was sticking like cockeyed up the side of it like a tarp.
Go ahead and turn it up. That's full.
I mean, I'm still turning. I don't know if it's any brighter. Your end in first, so that if we have to, for any reason, hit the brakes.
So it's Friday, and we are wrapping up. As you just saw in the video, Ken took off with his boat. Decided not to leave it here with us, despite our pleadings and telling him it was going to have a really good home. He decided to take it home. So we're wrapping up. It's the end of the day. Let's show you what we've got to turn out the week. This is something I'm excited about. This may turn into my personal boat. This is a British S-Class that I picked up from Steve during the IPMS show. You guys saw this boat there. This was originally built by Ken Griffin in Florida. And I'm just going to build my own control system for it. If the fates are kind, it may be done by Subfest. I doubt it. Really severely doubt it. But regardless, it will be set up. And we're just going to look over here. Some of you guys may immediately identify this. This is an oldie but a goodie Engel Type 9. I'm going to guess circa like early 90s or something. I don't know. Just based on the age of the masking tape on the radio. But this is up for sale, as is on the site. If you guys want to tackle an Engel Type 9, you know, dual tanks, all the Engel goodies, this one can be yours. And what do we got going on with this? Actually, we haven't even seen this coolness down here. Might need to spin it around to show the awesome little gearing thing you did for that thruster. So this is kind of what I envisioned when I designed the files, but Logan did all of the implementation. It's like a belt-driven thruster, and it runs up little gears on the inside. And then what else did you do in here?
So far I've gotten the front servos and the rear servo permanently mounted, so those are set up. Well, not permanently mounted. With a little bit of pain, I managed to get these grooved in so I can get them in and out if necessary.
Oh, cool. So yeah, we just need to figure out a little watertight compartment for the receiver, and we already did a waterproof battery.
And then we just need the linkages.
The receiver, the speed controller, BEC, and then we're going to be pretty well ready for final cosmetics and trimming. Cool. So the week is done. Jason's not here today. He drove up to Dallas and picked up that S-Class boat, just dropped it off and hightailed it out to go back home. He has to go meet the electrician because we're putting new electric in the shop behind his house because he's going to be doing the cylinders, and we're making sure that he's getting all set up for that. Not much done on the Shark. Not much done on the Delphin. This was a truncated week from a perspective of building stuff because of the Nautilus, which was epic awesomeness on a scale not seen at the Drydocks for a long time. As a Nautilus fan, I can say that was the coolest Nautilus model I've ever seen.
It's always so inspiring to see something that someone has worked on, not in the matter of like weeks or months, but decades.
Decades, yeah. Not days, weeks, months, or years, but decades. And like I mentioned before, the thing that gets me the most is none of that used any 3D CAD work. You know, I could see people building a model that intricate. You guys didn't see or don't understand. Every pipe in every section mates up to another pipe in another section, so it all makes proper circuits, and he thought every detail out in insane amounts of forethought and rework and that kind of thing. So he has inspired me to start thinking about my 11-foot Nautilus, the layout inside. I think I might start CAD work on that. Even though I just said it was cool to do it without CAD, I am not that talented. Not going to try it.
Yeah. What shocked me about his build, though, was how much time he put into detail that you'd never see.
Half of it is on the far side. You'll never see the rooms. Yeah, but he knows they're there, and we know they're there. We took pictures, and they were in that video that I posted up earlier. We took some pictures and video of the finished product with all of the lighting and everything. That's going to drop this weekend. Be sure to check that out. Anything else that we had going on? Oh, Jason, while we were working on the Nautilus, did like 4 or 5 cylinders. We're slowly getting caught up with those. 212 kits will be shipping out early next week, so almost there. Just a reminder, if you do want a cylinder, Jason's your man. All of his contact information is on my website under the cylinders. You can still order them through my website, but he's doing all the fulfillment himself. Him's very self. And we're getting his shop set up, like we told you. I think with that, the only thing we got left is Crazy Tool of the Week. And while I was at the IPMS show, I spent a lot of money on things. And this is like one of the things that I spent on. Micromark was in the booth next to us. And I bought this. This is an ultrasonic cutting machine. So the tip of this thing vibrates at something on the order of 40,000 cycles per second, so 40 kilohertz. And it slices through virtually anything just like butter, but better than butter because it's not melting it, it's like literally slicing through it. Logan's not played with it yet. I'm gonna power it up. This is 1/8 inch acrylic with a paper on it. You would not be able to cut through this with like a hobby knife. You could score it and snap it and cross your fingers and hope that it went through. But let's see what Logan can do with the knife. Hold on a second, I'll zoom in.
Oh, it doesn't even feel like it's going.
you don't feel any vibration. It's just cutting. It feels like cutting it with heat, but it's just gently going through. Oh, didn't really...
Yeah, just keep, you do another stroke through it. And this obviously, like I said, is 1/8" acrylic. So, oh, I think you're cutting a new line, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm cutting this a little bit from the side, just trying to give everyone a good angle on it.
There we go. Just take that piece right off.
Not hot, well, a little bit warm to the
Warm,
touch, but
perfectly smooth. We use this to cut the Sintra board on that Nautilus model. This will cut like styrene. I've even used it to cut fiberglass, and it works really good. Not cheap, but if you're a serious modeler and you really want to cut stuff, this is something that would be worthwhile considering for your arsenal. And with that, another week down the drain. Any parting comments?
nothing I can think of.
We're done. Off to the weekend. We will catch you guys next week. Should have a lot more project updates for you. Sharky's going to get major focus. Delphin's going to get major focus. Oh, hey, by the way, the big Baleo found a new home. There is a new owner. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but we are going to be delivering it on the way back from Subfest. It's going to get a brand new 24 channel 900 and 2.4 gigahertz combo radio, and it'll be featured at Subfest. We're going to be showing it off, and I'll be delivering it after that event over there. So happy to say she's done, she's gone, and got a new home. So with that, on behalf of Bob Martin, RCSubGuy, and Morgan Martin, and an absent Jason, whom I'm sure would want to be here, have a great weekend. We will catch you next time.